Hey guys, how you all doing today? And today we'll be watching Hannibal. Yes, not the movie, but the TV show. I've been meaning to watch this show for a very long time. I've heard great things about it, and this takes place before he is caught in Red Dragon by Edward Norton's character in Red Dragon. And in terms of my opinions on the movies, I love Manhunter that came out in the 80s, starring Brian Cox as Hannibal Lecter. You got Thomas Noonan as the Tooth Fairy, and you've got I think his name is William Peterson as FBI agent Graham, and that is a underrated movie. That's part of it's not part of the series directly, but it's an adaptation of the book, Thomas Harris's book, and it's a very well done adaptation in my opinion. There's some differences, and I think Brian Cox plays a pretty good Hannibal Lecter, and obviously he's no Anthony Hopkins, but he holds his own in that regard, and I definitely recommend you check it out if you haven't. And obviously we got Silence of the Lambs, which is one of the most iconic movies in history, and I've watched that recently, a couple of months ago, and it's just an iconic movie. Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins, you got Buffalo Bill in that movie. It's a very fucked up, iconic movie. And then we got Hannibal that came out in 2001. It's not as good as Silence of the Lambs or even Manhunt in that regard, but it's still a sequel, and I was still invested to see where they go with Hannibal's character and where they go with Clarice. And it's kind of a shame Jodie Foster didn't come back, and instead we got Julianne Moore in that movie. And but it was great to see their relationship carry on into that movie. But it doesn't carry the same tone as Silence of the Lambs, and it becomes something a bit different. You got Ray Liotta, and it kind of goes a bit of a shit show. But I do like certain aspects. Anthony Hopkins is on point in that movie, like he is in Silence of the Lambs. And then you got Red Dragon that's supposed to take place before Silence of the Lambs, even though Anthony Hopkins is aged a lot more, looks a lot older than he was in Silence of the Lambs, but I digress. You got Edward Norton playing Special Agent Will Graham, and it's obviously their relationship's very different to Clarice and Hannibal's relationship. In a way, it's what Hannibal's it doesn't show much positive regard towards Graham as he does for Clarice. I think in a way he's in love with Clarice, and yeah, that's my little. And Hannibal Rising came out, but who the fuck watched that movie? Who the fuck watched it? Okay, if you have, let me know in the comments because I have no interest in seeing it. So, without further ado, this is Hannibal Season 1, Episode 1. Let's motherfucking do this, boys and girls. Was that Will in this movie? Will Graham? In this show, sorry, not movie. Can you imagine if this could happen? Someone like him can see, what really happened. He look for the person's motives, personality. He can describe who the killer is. He can work all this shit out really easily because he has this ability.
Teresa Marlowe.
Can you please confirm your password for security purposes?
Tea kettle.
So he's been planning this for a while. Or she, could be a she, we don't know. Lawrence Fishburne.
Graham. Special Agent Jack Crawford. I head the behavioral.
He plays Jack Crawford. Ah.
When we opened up the museum,
I disagreed with what you named it. The evidence explains.
and help me find some evidence.
That may require me to be sociable.
It's hard for some people. Now, is this actually set in the same universe as the movies we got with Anthony Hopkins, or is it something different?
Took her from here. She got on a train. She came home. She fed the cat.
Ah.
The Nichols house is a crime scene. I need ERT immediately. Zeller, Katz, and Jimmy.
I don't remember Edward Norton's version of Will Graham being this unsociable. I don't remember. Like socially awkward. I don't remember that.
I need you to leave the room.
She dead? I think so. Bless me. Aww. Hey, a man's best friend is a dog.
Winston, this is everybody.
Winston.
Everybody, this is Winston.
Aww.
That's right.
So his family is dogs. Like me, my man. Who needs people these days? Just have your dog. Obviously, I love you guys, but you get what I'm saying. Dude, he is sweating.
Me too. We need to talk.
Use the ladies' room!
Duh. Is that the room from the bathroom from The Shining? Look at it. It looks the exact same. Not the exact same, but looks similar.
His thinking with mercy.
Why were they ill? Did they have some disease?
Sensitive cycle.
Why is he doing out of mercy?
Don't let him get too close.
He won't get too close.
Yeah. So it's like a catch-22 position, isn't it? Because he has this gift, but this takes a huge toll on his psyche, doesn't it?
Took it out, and then, yeah, he put it back.
Took a lot of care, didn't it, this serial killer?
Cut it out if he's just gonna sew it
Yeah.
back in again.
There's something wrong with the meat, eating them.
Ah, this is the same used in the film Hannibal. Is this your boy Hannibal Lecter? There he is. Forgot his name. Mickelson somewhere. Yeah, this is the same music that was used in Hannibal in the movie. When he's sending that letter to Clarice. Good evening, Clarice. It says Benjamin Rasbell. Is it? I don't know. Oh, that bothers him. That really bothers him.
Our brain is designed to experience anxiety in short bursts, not the prolonged duress your neuroses seem to enjoy. It's why you feel as though a lion were on the verge of devouring you.
Is that the guy from Walking Dead and Fantastic Beasts?
No thoughts in the bone arena of your skull for things you love.
Whose profile are you working on? Whose profile are you working on?
I'm sorry, Will. Observing is what we do. I can't shut mine off any more than you can shut yours off.
Please, don't psychoanalyze me.
I'm pretty sure she was alive when he cut him out.
There it is. Hannibal the cannibal. He's right under their noses.
You don't know me, and I suspect we'll never meet. This is a courtesy call. Listen very carefully. Are you listening?
Yes.
They know.
Come on, Will.
Gary Jacob Hobbs, FBI!
Come on, Will. This is your fault, Hannibal, you bitch. Shit. She's losing too much blood.
You said he wouldn't get too close.
He was certainly too close. Right in the thick of it. And that is episode 1 of Hannibal. Now, it's a good start so far, so you get to know, obviously we know Will Graham, he has this gift, a special ability to go and basically inside the killer's profile and know their motives, their personality, and he's a profiler pretty much. And obviously we see the toll it takes on him socially and psychologically, and obviously he is now a patient of Lecter, and no one knows that Lecter's a cannibal at this point, obviously, and obviously unbeknownst to Jack Crawford and Graham, that Hannibal Lecter is a cannibal, and we see him eating the lungs, and the liver too, and yeah, and this is where it starts when we get to that situation where that he's very close to the investigation, while they don't know yet he is the person behind it, and you know, in terms of the guy who plays Will Graham, the character, he does a fantastic job. You know, you buy that it takes an emotional toll on him. He is a guy who's very vulnerable as a character, but very, very important in this case, and he can make or break the case ultimately. And Jack Crawford needs him, and he's willing to give him one of the best psychiatrists in Hannibal Lecter to help him with this case. And obviously, the guy who plays Hannibal Lecter, you know, Mads Mikkelsen, I think that's his name. He does a great job playing. This is his own version. He couldn't. It would have been a bad idea if he did an impression of Anthony Hopkins. If he did this, good evening, Clarice. You know, if he did that shit, it wouldn't have worked. So he had to have his own style, and you get the sense that he's, because obviously you find out he's German. Hannibal's German, and I feel like the guy who plays this Hannibal gets that more of that German quality to him, that German vibe to him more than, for example, Anthony Hopkins, who's from Wales, you know, and it's great to see. It's great to see Lawrence Fishburne playing Jack Crawford. You know, he's been in everything. You know, and to me, I still see him in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, the Dream Warriors. I got a great voice, I know, but you know, you got a decent cast here playing these characters. Pardon me. And obviously, Hannibal is, I'm not saying playing both sides, but obviously he's been, you know, he's a smart son of a bitch, and obviously he warned Hobbs, the guy who obviously Graham worked out in his profile about who it is, his copycat is, and warned Hobbs that hey, they're onto you, bitch, and this is why you know he killed the wife and nearly killed the daughter. I'm wondering where episode 2 goes with this. Obviously, as the season go on, it gets closer and closer to Red Dragon, where ultimately Hannibal is caught by Graham and he is figured out. And I don't know, maybe this is me with my poor shit memory, but in Red Dragon, yes, there's a sense that Will Graham, you know, psyche's not right there, but obviously, but I feel like you know the awkward social part of his character is more emphasized in this show than it is in that movie. I never really, you know, it never took the main, you know, centerpiece. And maybe because I haven't seen the movie in a long time, maybe I don't remember that part of the story. But in this one, a big part of it is about how Will Graham, yes, he has his ability, but it's a catch-22 because it affects his psyche, and turn he needs a psychiatrist. You know, he's socially awkward. He doesn't blend well with people, hence why he has a house full of adorable little dogs and big dogs. And yeah, I'll check out the next episode as soon as possible. So yeah, it's a good start so far, and I will see you guys next time.